Hi and welcome to this edition of Out the Box. My name is Paul. Today we're going to be having a look at what's in this box. This is the Ubiquiti in-wall HD access point. It's a small access point. It's designed per room, motels, hotels. It's maybe areas where there's already data sockets in place, and these can be used to replace those data sockets. So it could work in a study, in some rooms in your property as well. It is a small 4-port switch with pass-through PoE as well, so it has lots and lots of different usage. So let's have a look. As you know, it's not meant to be a technical overview. I'm meant to just give you an idea of what's in the box and how this works. So this is a Wave 2 device. What does that mean? Well, as an access point, as each device that's connected to it, as it cycles through, it keeps an idea of where they are in the space around it, and it can form the beam of RF that comes out of there, the radio frequencies that come out, more in the direction of the device, which should help give a better level of connection. It means your device has to shout less above all the other wireless devices to be able to connect to this access point. This obviously doesn't have a stronger or larger coverage area as you do with a ceiling or a wall-mounted device, but it does have a very specific use. It is a 2.4 and a 5 gigahertz dual band system. It runs about 300 megasecond in the 2.4, and it can do 1.7 gig in the 5 gigahertz range, but obviously that's not going to help you that much in real terms, because wireless is half duplex, so you're never going to get that speed, but it does show you what it can do. It's a 4x4. What does that mean? It has 4 spatial streams, 4 antennas. It has therefore better ability to communicate to more devices at the same time. So let's have a look at what is in the box. We're just going to open that box up. Going to get that. You're going to get your little get started guide. Do remember that you need either to download the app to configure this, or the UniFi controller from ui.com/downloads, or you can do this with something like the Cloud Key, which is available in varying variants. It's on the UDM and the UDM Pro as well. So we're just going to pop this out of the box, and we're just going to talk through what else is in the box. So we're just going to separate this out. You do get a fixing, or the QR codes on the back there to get you started. And you do get the back plate here, which we'll talk about in a moment. And nicely in there you get all of the screws. I don't know whether you can see those, and maybe turn them like that to the light slightly. You can see all the screws there to be able to fit that onto your data socket. All right, so let's just unwrap this and we can talk this through. So let's just take the packaging off this. All right, so this is the device here. Now I'm going to separate it out again into its components, so you can actually see how all of this goes together. This is the cover, and we'll put that to the side again, and we'll piece this back together as we go along. Just going to take off the plastic shielding here. So you're going to fit this together in a number of sequences. So this is our base unit. We've got our indicator light, just the same as you get on all the Ubiquiti devices. This is blue when it's connected and configured. Now at the back here, as you can see, we have a normal Ethernet connector. So if this was going to take over a current data socket that you have on the wall, you're going to need to take that data socket off. You're going to need to cut the cable, and you're going to re-terminate it in a normal RJ45 connector so it can be plugged in here. Now, other things. This is designed, like I said, for rooms, hotels, places like that. So it does not come with a PoE injector. The design for this is that it will be powered by a switch, or you can get a 48 volt PoE injector. PoE-48-24W will do you just fine, and power it individually. All right, so on the bottom, what do you get? You get a 4-port switch. You get over at this side here, that's your main out, and that will also give you pass-through PoE. So this will run at 23 watts when it's running both Wi-Fi and powering other devices. You have a 3-port switch, or this is a 4-port switch, but obviously the first port can power another device. So this could be a VoIP phone or something along those lines. Could even run it out to another access point if you needed to. So you've got your cable coming from your main comms area or wherever your broadband comes in. You're supplying power down that line. It's powering this up. This is now, you've taken your data socket off the wall, you've re-terminated it and you've plugged it in. You've now put this back in place, maybe sideways if you wanted to. You now have an access point and a 4-port switch. So it's great maybe if you drop that into your media room, you've got a smart TV, maybe you've got your PlayStation or something like that there. And then it can all obviously be plugged together. If I just show you all the components of how they fit together, obviously this is your wall plate. As you can see, it's got a number of screwing to the wall options. That is obviously going to sit behind your device. Your device, once you've mounted that on the wall, is then going to come into its place here. And you have a screw hole at top and the bottom there to mark that into place. Once you have that in place and you've got everything set up, fixed, then you can mount, here we go, the cover and snap that shut. I won't snap that shut completely, but you can then snap that shut over the front of the device and fit it all in place. So hopefully that's been useful. It gives you an idea. Like I said, this is a Wave 2 4x4 in the 5 gigahertz frequency access point. It is also a 4-port switch, like I said, with one of those ports pass through of PoE. A great versatile unit and could fit in your mix, as in your Ubiquiti setup. You may have a Nano HD or you may have a Wi-Fi 6 device. And then in some areas you might want to fill with these as well, but do remember they don't come with power over Ethernet injectors. You do need to purchase those separately. So hopefully that's been useful. That is the Ubiquiti In-Wall HD.